Take a look at all the pieces of Led Zeppelin's 10 Years Gone. We play through the opening, then we'll break these parts down into smaller, hopefully learnable sections. Stop there for now and let's just look at the first phrase. I'm going to play my A chord. Kind of unusual for some people. I put my first finger on the G string, and then I put my second finger on the D and my ring finger on the B string, which to me comes in handy for a lot of reasons, but especially for this song, because we're going to be using that grip, and then we're going to shift the second and third finger up a fret, D string third, B string third, keeping our first finger on the second. So the two positions that we're playing, kind of a traditional A, and then this shifted up second and third finger. This is a drop D tuning song. Standard tuning with a drop D. So to me the key have to do on this phrase is the first stroke is a strum, and then I'm going to hit my B string, and then G string and back to B string. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then I'm going to shift. Now there's a lot of different patterns that he uses just to sort of arpeggiate that second chord, and I'm not going to spend any time on this lesson trying to get each one of those. I'm really personally not that interested in it. I'm going to mix it up as probably he did every time he played it. But the key for me is this first stroke, 1, 2, 3, and 4. That's essential to me. Now on the very intro of the song, he will sometimes alternate the second stroke. Instead of an open B string, he'll use an open E string. And then back to the G and open B. So that's sort of the important variation to me. So again, that kind of up to tempo would be. So the two options for me on the introduction are staying on the B string or the E string. A couple more times. So that's to me the essential part of that riff is the 1, 2, 3, 4, the first 4 strokes, or the 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, let's move on from there. So it comes out of that sometimes kind of strumming back to the A. This is a D diminished, D sharp diminished. Second finger on the 6th fret of the A string, 7th fret of the D string with my ring finger. The first finger is kind of hidden under here. G string 5, 7 of B string with my pinky. So you can get the grip here. 2nd fret D, 2nd fret B. I'm sorry, 1st fret D and B, 2nd fret G and E. But watching the footage of Mr. Page, he goes up the neck. So E minor chord, barring the 7th fret, A through high E, and then getting the 8th fret of the B string, my second finger, 7th fret of the D and G string with my ring and pinky. 2 major 7 chords, which we'll use a lot in this song. Barring again across A through E on the 5th fret, 6th fret G, second finger. 3rd finger is going to get the 7th fret of the D string. Pinky's coming down to the 7th fret of the B string. I'm going to take that exact chord grip and move it down 2 frets to a C major 7. So that section again. That's about how I would strum it. So let's transition those two together. The next passage is repeated a lot through the song. 2 and 3 on the low E string. Then we're going to do the same thing on the A and D string. Open 3, open 3. Second fret D and open A. Kind of finishes it up. Next is probably the most signature part of the song, and just such a great guitar part. What's going on mainly, and then we'll look at each particular piece, is we're going to be using the A, D, and G string. Never am I going to the B or E strings. That might be helpful to know. Essentially, we're walking down a bass line on the D string from 5 to 4 to 3 and then back to 2. So that kind of determines these positions. So the positions are just a straight A using 2nd and 4th fret G string. Then we're going to come to the 5th fret D, 4th fret G, and I'm going to use my pinky to get this 4th to 6th fret on the G string. 2nd fret G, 4th fret D. Here's our next position. Pinky's going to go on the 4th fret of the G string. Then I'm going to drop 1 fret on the D string down to 3rd fret. Get my 2nd finger. Same idea on the G string, 2 and 4. And I'm always going to pick the G string to get that melody line to stand out. So that's sort of the essential part of that to me, is keeping it on the bottom 3 strings here, A, D, and G, and picking the melody line and making it sort of pronounced. So let's get into that again. That's a very important part of the song, and I think again, just keeping that G string alive and playing through that is really important. Okay, there's a couple other parts of the song we need to look at, and they're going to come after this sort of chordal phrase. Try that again for you. Play through that part. again. So it's going to start with sort of this D major 7 grip, open D, 3rd fret G, B, and E. And then a really cool thing to steal from Mr. Page. I'm going to take my 2nd and 3rd finger and go to the 3rd fret of the B and the E string. A bar across the 5th fret, kind of resolving to this chord, E string 5th fret with my ring finger, muting the A string, 5th fret with my pinky of the D string, 4th fret G with my 2nd finger, 1st fret B string, or 3rd fret B string with my 1st finger, to an E minor 7, 2nd fret low E, muted A, 2nd fret D, open G, 3rd fret B, open E. And then back to so all that in slow sort of time. Next section is sort of a power chord section, I think of it as. I'm going to slide from the 5th fret to the 7th fret using just the bottom 2 strings. Then I'm going to use my ring finger to sort of get the 9th fret of the low E and A string. Then just open. Then a D2 chord, sort of reverse strum. A D chord with my 2nd finger out, leaving an open E string. Let's go on to the next phrase. Sort of a lesson in major 7s here from Mr. Page. The first one's going to be an A major 7, open A, 2nd fret D, first fret G, second fret B, open E, back to our D major 7 we've already played, to G major 7, kind of write down the strings, 1 or 2, 3, 4, 5, to C major 7, second fret D, third fret A. You can't get the third, well, you can't here because it's dropped, but typically you can grab that string if you want to as well. But here we're getting 3 and 2, A and D string. Get out of this by this lick we learned. And those are the pieces of what is a great guitar tune, great tune just in general. So hopefully you can put those together and add this to your list. Thanks for watching.